All right, so bit of a wake up from the weekend. So let's just rock from side to side. And then make that rock smaller and smaller. And then really round your back backwards and stretch, pushing your fingers down your calves or your shins, but you're not actually leaning forward. Push the middle of your back backwards and feel that you're even on both bum cheeks. If you're more weighted on one than the other, take your head over to the other side a little bit. Sit yourself up tall. Pop your hands on the floor behind you and really open that chest up. Breathing in and out and push that chest forward. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and push yourself forward. And then pop your hands on your shins. Soften your knees and pull forward onto your front bottom. So I'm keeping my head up and I'm just taking my tummy towards my thighs, stretching my hip and my hamstrings. And then I can round my back and stretch my back and push my knees flat. And then try to push my fingers towards my feet. And then sit up nice and tall again. Roll those shoulders back. Roll those shoulders back. Put your left hand on your right knee, right hand behind, and just turn yourself gently around. You're going to be a bit stiff, so. And then turn the other way, right hand on left knee and round the other way. And then grab your roller. And again, if the roller feels too stiff, too hard, you can always use one of those squishy balls to start with, or you can use your Swiss ball to start with. So resting the roller on the bottom ribs, we're just going to pull it up towards the neck. And then we're going to push it down towards the waist. And then go the other way, up towards the neck. Down towards the waist. And all the way. Down towards the waist. And pull it all the way again. And stretching. Just stop with it in the middle in that kind of bra strap area and just lower your bum onto the floor and taking hold of your head in your hands, just let your head lower down to the floor as well. Stretching and then push those feet out straight and really push the toes away from the top of your head. And then breathing in on the out breath, push that rib cage up high, drawing the tummy in so you protect the lower back. And then bend your knees up again and then pull that roller towards your head. And then down towards your waist one more time. Now just go over onto the left side a little bit. 2 rolls on that side and just move those ribs. And then 2 rolls on the right side. And move that side. And then pop your bum down and lift yourself up off your roller. Lift yourself up. Okie doke, sitting on the floor again. Rolling those shoulders back. Rolling those shoulders back. Hold behind your thighs, pull yourself forward onto your front bottom. Rest so you're on your middle bottom. Roll those shoulders. Put those hands half a metre behind you. Elbows wide and then squeeze them together so you give space in your armpit and then push your chest forward and up. Forward and up. Push those knees down into the ground. Breathing in and out. Pushing that chest forward. Drawing in the tummy so the back's not grabbing. Rest on your middle bottom and take your hands all the way out wide to the sky. Hands together and then push those palms up high. Pushing them up so my upper arm is next to my ear. Fingers up high, knees pushed down into the floor, sitting on that middle bottom. Take those hands out wide. Rolling those shoulders. Follow with the arms. Big rolls with those shoulders. And then hands stay up at the top. Palms together and push them up high. Pushing that tummy towards the thighs, knees into the floor, and then release, let those hands go out wide and rest on your thighs. Pull your toes towards you, and then push your toes away. Pull your toes towards, and then push them away. Circles, both feet round to the right, and then both feet round to the left. Bring the toes towards you. Take both toes outwards, and then bring them so the toes touch each other, and then take them out, and then bring them so the toes touch each other. Yeah, and then take them out, and then release. Roll yourself forward towards your feet, let your back stretch. Bring your tummy button onto your thighs and your chest onto your knees. Sit yourself up tall, cross your fingers, breathing in on the out breath, rolling down to flat. Rolling all the way down to flat. Take your hands over your head and push your fingers. Right hand away from the right foot, left hand away from the left foot. Right hand away from the right foot, and take your right wrist in your left hand and pull it over to the left hand side. And then walk your legs to the left hand side. And you can cross your left leg over the top of your right leg and just hold it there. Reaching, 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 stretching all the way down that side, keeping both shoulders on the floor, both hips on the floor. Hands back to the center. And then take hold of your left wrist. And you can push your head on the ground to pivot yourself around. Pull that left wrist over to the right side. And then pull those feet to the right side and cross that right leg over the top. Push that right hand away from, left hand away from the left foot. Stretching all the way down that side, breathing in and out. And then releasing back to center. Reach both hands away from both feet. Take your fingers all up to the sky, chin into the chest, and roll yourself all the way up, reaching towards those toes. Reaching towards those toes. Breathing in, pulling yourself down. Breathing out, sit yourself up tall. So we sit on that front bottom. Hold behind the thighs. Pull yourself up tall. Take those hands out wide. Bring them up to the sky, palms together. And push them up to the ceiling, upper arm next to your ears. Keeping that chest forward, keeping that chest up, keeping that tummy engaged, sitting on your middle bottom. Breathing in and out. Take those arms all the way down to the floor. Left hand on right knee, right hand behind, and turn. Breathing in and out. And then right hand on left knee, left hand behind, and turn that way. Breathing in and out, and then facing forward. Cross your fingers one on top of the other, and then rolling slowly down to the floor. Slowly down. One vertebra at a time, all the way down to the ground. Take those arms all the way over the head. And then bring those arms back down by your side. Bend your knees up, feet under the knees. Breathing in, on the out breath, roll the shoulders up to the ears into the floor, sliding down, and then peeling one vertebra at a time from the bum all the way up so we come up into the bridge. Squeezing with the bum, so pop your hands on your bottom and just check that you've got your hips at the same height. Lift those toes so they're soft off the floor and spread them, and then just rest the ball of the foot down, but the weight's on the heel. Breathing in. On the out breath, lengthen the neck, one vertebra at a time, all the way back down to the floor. Making sure all of your ribs go down before your lower back. Adjust your feet if they're not quite in the right place, breathing in. On the out breath, peeling that vertebra all the way back up onto the shoulders, pushing those fingers down towards the heels, keeping the knees hip distance apart, lengthening your neck. Rock the head from side to side just to check you're lengthened. Breathing in, on the out breath, peeling all the way back down to the ground. Keep those shoulders on the floor. Make sure you go one vertebra at a time. Arch the back at the bottom. Breathing in, on the out breath, peeling all the way back up off the floor. All the way up. Pushing off those heels, clenching the bum, keep the knees hip distance apart. Breathing in, on the out breath, arms over your head. Arms over your head, back of the hands flat on the floor. Breathing in, on the out breath, lower that body all the way back down to the ground. All the way back down, arch the back, bring the arms back down by the side. Breathing in, on the out breath, peeling all the way back up. Holding yourself here. Slide those shoulders down on the floor, push those fingers towards the toes. So when we take the arms over, the shoulder blades stay, or the shoulders stay in this position. So we bring up the arms up and over, they stay down and back. Back to the hands on the floor. We've got to learn to keep the upper part of our arm engaged in that shoulder joint. Breathing out, lower that body to the ground. Lowering down to the ground and bringing those hands back down by our side. Breathing in on the out breath, peeling all the way up off the floor. Hold yourself up high. Breathing in on the out breath, bring those arms over the head. Back to the hands on the floor. Breathing out, roll that body all the way back down to flat. Arching the back at the bottom and bringing those arms back down by the side. Okay, one more. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll the shoulders up to the ears, slide them down, peel that body up off the ground. Squeezing, focus on the knees being hip distance apart, weights on the heels, glutes are engaged. Breathing out, arms over your head. All the way over your head. Pushing those fingers away, but keeping the shoulders engaged. Breathing in, on the out breath, roll the lower of the back all the way back down to the floor, keeping the shoulders down. Arch the back at the bottom and bring those arms back over down by your side. Breathing in. Rock that back into the floor, arch it, flatten it, arch it, flatten it. Go into neutral spine, feel the top of the ribs on the floor, middle ribs, bottom ribs, slight arch in that lower back. Putting those fingers down towards the heels, lift the right foot up off the floor. Tap the right heel down on the floor. Lift that right foot up. Tap that right heel down. Lift that left foot up. Tap that left foot down. Lift that left foot up, hold it. Lift the right foot up as well. Tap the left foot down, bring it back. Tap the right foot down, bring it back. Extend that left leg so it's a bit straighter, bring it back. Extend that right leg, heel taps the floor and then bring it back. Extend the left leg further so the heel taps the floor further away from your bum. Extend that right leg further, bring it back. Take that left leg right out straight if you can and bring it back. Take that right leg out straight if you can and bring it back. Take that left leg out straight and bring it back. And the right leg and bring it back. Hold those legs up at 90 degrees above you. Lifting your upper body up, fingers pointing towards your heels. Tap that right heel down on the floor and bring it back. Tap that left heel down on the floor, bring it back. Tap that right heel down, bring it back. And the left. Okay, two more, and you can extend that leg out further away or keep it where it is. Up to you. You can take it all the way out straight if you want. And bring it back. And the other one all the way out straight. Bring it back. Lay your upper body back on the floor. Keep your feet up here. Breathing in, roll the shoulders into the floor and up. And then lifting the bum up off the floor and lower. Lift the bum up and lower. Lifting up and lower. Don't swing your legs. Lifting up and lower. So I'm pushing my knees to the ceiling. Try not to swing your legs over your nose like that because you're just using the swing. You're going to push up. Your legs will move, but try to make the movement comes from the tummy, from pushing the back in the floor, clenching and lifting. Good. Okay, two more. Lifting and lower. Lifting and lower. Keep those knees bent and up. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, slide them down and back. Fingers pushed down towards where your heels would be. Lift that upper body up and straighten that right leg if you can. And bend it. Straighten that left leg. and bend it. Hands off the floor, straighten the right leg, bend it, arms straight, left leg and bend, right leg and bend, left leg and bend, right leg and bend, left leg and bend. Hold here. See if you can do both legs. Both legs out. If you can't, do individual legs. And again. Good. And again. Good. One more. Good. And lower down to the ground. Take hold of those knees, hug them into your chest. Pop your left foot on the floor, pop your right foot on the floor, take your arms over your head, reaching your fingers away from your toes. And then take those fingers to the sky and roll yourself all the way up to sitting. Reaching towards those toes. Reaching up really tall, pulling yourself forward onto your front bottom, breathing in and out. Sitting up nice and tall again, arms one over the top of the other. Rolling down to flat again. Bring that left knee into the body, hug that towards the armpit. Bring that left knee over the body, pushing that left knee to the floor, pushing that left hand away from you. Eyes turning towards that left hand, breathing in and out, pushing the left shoulder to the floor away from the left hip. And then rolling back onto your back. Pull that left knee in, pull the right knee in, hug both knees. Let that left leg go out straight, keep this right knee in. Pull this right knee over your body. Push your right hand away from you, eyes towards that right hand, pushing that right shoulder on the floor, pushing the right hip away, pushing the right knee down, breathing in. On the out breath, extend the arm away. Rolling back onto your back, bring that right knee in. Bring that left knee in. Let those knees drop apart. Lengthen the head away from the shoulders. Lengthen the shoulders away from the tailbone. Flex the feet and bring those feet above you and take hold of the outside edge of your feet. So we're in the happy baby pose. Aiming to get the tailbone on the floor, aiming to have the back in neutral. So pulling those knees down to the floor, stretching in that hip joint. Pushing down, so the shins should be vertical, thighs horizontal. And then release those legs, let them go one at a time to the floor, lengthen them out straight. Breathing in on the out breath, arms over the head. Breathing in on the out breath, fingers to the sky, roll yourself all the way back up to sitting and reach over to touch those toes. Coming back up to tall, holding the back of the thighs, pull yourself forward onto your front bottom. Roll those shoulders back, take those arms all the way out wide, palms together, and push those hands to the ceiling. Push those knees down to the ground, pushing, and then turn the body to the right. And back to center. And turn the body to the left. And back to center. Turn the body to the right. Trying to stay straight. Back to center. Turn the body left. Back to center. Turn the body right. Back to center. Turn the body left. Back to center. Bring those arms down to horizontal, breathing in. On the out breath, roll yourself down to flat. All the way down to flat. Roll those shoulders into the floor, slide them down. Pop those fingers underneath your bum, push your elbows into the floor and lift up into that fish. Pushing that breastbone up to the sky, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Coming up onto the top of your head if you can. Pushing, breathing, squeezing the shoulder blades. Breathing in, opening the ribs. Breathing out, squeezing those shoulder blades. Tighten your tummy and protect your lower back. Push that breastbone to the sky and open the chest. Breathing in On the out breath, roll yourself down to flat. Bring the left knee in, bring the right knee in. Hug those knees, lift that tailbone up. Lifting and releasing, lifting and releasing. Pop the right foot on the floor, pop the left foot on the floor, slide them away, put your hands under your bottom. Push off your elbows and come up onto the top of your head again. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Breathing in and out, breathing in and out, opening up that chest. And then releasing flat onto the floor, bring the right knee in, left knee in, hug those knees. Lifting up once, lifting up twice, put those feet on the floor. Lengthen them out, take the arms over the head, reach the fingers away from the toes. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And take those fingers up to the sky, roll yourself up to sitting again. Chin into the chest and reaching towards those feet. Reaching towards those feet. Soft knees, pull your tummy forward onto the top of your thighs. And then bringing yourself up to vertical, peel yourself up so you sit on that middle bottom. Take those arms out wide, hands together, push the palms up to the ceiling, palms together. Upper arm next to your ears, reaching, pulling forward onto that front bottom. Turning around to the right and centre. Turning around to the left and centre. Focus on being even. So as I turn to the right, my shoulders are level, my hands are level, my elbows are level. I'm trying to stay with my ribs on the same level. Turn back to centre. The weight will change on my seat bones, but it more twists. Turn around to the left. Shoulders are level. Have I got am I dropping one shoulder? Reach up. Is my tummy button under my chin? And turn back, as in, are you straight? Are you curved? Bring those arms back down onto those thighs. Put the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind, and turn yourself. And then right hand on the left knee and turn yourself that way. Good, loosening yourself up. Okay, turn yourself over onto your tummy. Forehead down on the floor. Forehead down on the floor. Bring those arms down next to your side. Point your toes, feel the tops of your feet are even on the ground, feel your knees are even on the ground, feel the pelvis is the same height off the ground. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky, slide them down. Bring those fingers up to the ceiling, breathing in. On the out breath, pulse those arms up to the sky. 3, 2, 1. Roll those shoulders and lower them down. Drawing the core in, resting on the pubic bone in the bottom rib. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up. Pulse those arms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And roll them down. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll those shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up. And pulse. 3, 2, 1. And round them down. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll those shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up and bring the head off the floor too. Eyes looking straight down. Draw that tummy in. Lengthen those legs. Knees and feet are soft on the ground. Pulse the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them around and lower everything. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll the shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up, head comes up. Draw the tummy in. Make sure that's raised. Pulsing the arms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them around and down. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll those shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up, head comes up. Draw that core in. Lengthen your legs and make your knees and feet come up off the ground. Point those toes. Point those toes away from the top of your head. Breathing in. On the out breath, pulse those arms up high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring everything around and down. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll the shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Arms come up. Upper body comes up. Legs come up. Holding yourself here. Nothing moves except the left leg. Up. 3, 2, 1. Right leg. 3, 2, 1. Upper body, or arms rather, arms only. 3, 2, 1. Now let's lift the chest. 3, 2, 1. And now lower everything to the floor. Breathing in on the out breath, roll the shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky, arms come up. Lengthen the legs away from the top of your head, so your forehead's off the ground. Toes are off the ground. Right arm, left leg. 3, 2, 1. Left arm, right leg. 3, 2, 1. Both arms, both legs. 3, 2, 1. And lower. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll those shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Push those fingers down towards the heels. Lengthen those legs away. Breathing in. Heads off the floor. Breathing out, legs and arms raise. 3, 2, 1. Hold. And again. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, bringing the arms together behind you as well as up. Again, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring those hands round next to your ears. Forehead on the ground, breathing in on the out breath. Lift those hands and forearms up off the ground and lower. Breathing in on the out breath. Lift the hands and forearms up off the ground and lower. Breathing in on the out breath, lift the hands and forearms up. Now lift the whole arm up. Touch the elbow down. Lift the arm up. Touch the elbow down. Lift the arm up. Touch the elbow down. Lift the arm up, hold it. Lift the head up off the ground. Lengthen those legs. Lift the arms and legs up. 3, 2, 1. Hold, lengthen the leg head from the toes. Breathing in on the out breath, arms and legs. 3, 2, 1. Hold. And again, breathing in. On the out breath, legs and arms. 3, 2, 1. And release. Rolling onto your right hand side. Right leg straight. Left leg bent and tucked under the right leg. Both hands away from you. Breathing in on the out breath, top arm all the way over to the floor behind you. Keep that left knee on the floor. Push those fingers away from each other. Push the right hand away from the left hand, trying to get the left shoulder on the floor. Bring those arms back together, hands touching. Breathing in on the out breath, opening, eyes following that hand. Bring that hand back, closing. Bring that hand over, opening. Bring those hands back together, closing. Bring that hand all the way over, opening. Bring those hands back together, closing. And one more, bring those hands all the way over to opening. Really putting that left shoulder to the floor, reaching those hands apart. And then release those legs, relax those arms, swap sides. Left leg straight, right leg comes over and tucks under the left leg. Both arms perpendicular over your left hand side. Breathing in on the out breath, top arm all the way over to open. Follow it with your eyes and then close. Breathing in on the out breath all the way over to open. And then close. Breathing in on the out breath all the way over to open. And close. And again, one more. All the way over to open. Push those fingers away. Stretching those fingers away from each other. Turning that head. Bringing those arms back together. And then relax and roll back onto your back. Roll back onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring your nose to your knees. And just rock those legs side to side a little bit. And then release. And then bring those knees back into the nose and rock side to side. Okay, feet next to each other in this bent position. We're going to take the legs out straight and the arms out straight over our head. So we're going to open up. If you want to slide your feet and fingers on the floor, you can. And then close up. And then open up. Focus on the neutral spine and close. So when you open, focus on both shoulder blades touching the floor in the same place. Open up. Try to focus on neutral spine. Try to have the top ribs on the ground, bottom ribs, a little gap in that lower back. Close up. Open up. So my feet and hands are not touching the floor on the journey. And close, but you can go from close to take those toes to the ground, take those fingers to the ground and extend. So sometimes it's good to do that and then bring them back in because it makes you be more honest with the neutral spine, and close. And then toes to the floor and open. So I'm twisting a bit and having more weight on my left side. So this is making me be more even. Drag the toes and hands back on the floor and close. And then toes to the ground and open. So if you don't want to bring your head and your arms in, that's fine. And bring the feet back in and close. Or if you want to hunch, go from a ball to straight, that's fine. If you want to go from just the legs, that's also fine. Toes to the floor and open. Leave those legs there. Take the fingers all the way up to the sky. Chin into the chest, and we're going to roll ourselves all the way up to sitting. Roll yourself all the way up to sitting. Reach down towards those feet, soften the knees, pull that tummy button onto those thighs. Breathing in. On the out breath, sitting up tall, hold behind the shins, the thighs, sorry. Pull that chest forward, pull the tummy button towards the thighs, sit on the middle bottom. Take those hands out wide. Excellent. All of you have wonderful back shapes. That's great. Hands together, pushing those upper arms next to your ears, pushing those knees down. Pushing that chest forward. Brilliant. Take those arms out wide. Pop those hands half a metre or whatever behind you. Fingers pointing towards your bottom if you can. Roll those shoulders round and back. Lengthen the elbows and straighten the arms, breathing in. Lift that bum up off the ground. Lifting up and then lowering back down to the floor. Breathing in on the out breath, squeezing with the bum and lifting that up high. Lengthening the chest, pushing the breastbone up and lower. Breathing in on the out breath, lifting that body up high. Breathing in and lower. Breathing in on the out breath, lift that body up high. Lengthen the head from the toes and lower. Bring the right leg in, bring the left leg in so your knees are bent. Breathing in and lift. Make sure your knees are 90 degrees. Look down your legs so your knees hip distance apart. Hold yourself here. And lower. Breathing in on the out breath, push through those heels and lift. Clench with the bum. Pushing off that right foot, lift that left heel up. Yep, lower that left heel down. Keep the hips up, lift that left heel up. Lift that leg up. Put that leg down. Lift that right heel up. And down. Right heel up, whole leg up and down. Look at yourself in your image. So I've got the bicycle wheel. Is my hip dropping as I do this? Got to keep it level with that wheel. Pushing off that right heel, lift that left heel up. Left leg up. Left leg down. Right heel up. Right leg up. Right leg down and bottom down. Legs out straight, so I'm feeling that in my hamstrings a bit, so that's okay. We've got to work on more bum clenching. Rolling those shoulders, roll down towards those feet, soft knees, Stretch those hamstrings, pulling yourself forward. Breathing in and out. Sit yourself back up on your middle bottom, holding behind your thighs, pulling yourself forward. Make sure your feet are on the mat. Pull yourself forward, straight back. Imagine someone's got your hair, they're pulling the top of your head up to the ceiling. Do a scan down your body. Is your nose above your throat, above your breastbone, above your tummy button, above your crotch? If you drew a line forward, are your feet skewing off one way than the other? Have some reference points. Use the side of the mat. Are your hips the same distance from each side of the mat? Are your feet in the same proportion? Roll those shoulders back. Take those arms up high, palms together, pushing them up to the ceiling, reaching. Feel that body lengthen. Pushing those shoulders. Are they the same? Are they the same height off the ground? Is your breastbone under your chin? Have you slewed your body off to the right or off to the left? Push those knees down into the ground. Turn that body around to the left. Staying straight. Come forward, face forward. Turn that body round to the right. And face forward. So I'm holding my hands at the top because it gives me a reference point. Turning round to the left. I can then feel that my right arm is dragging, so I can hold it up and lengthen it. Come back to center. Turning round to the right. Again, I feel my right side dropping, so I can slide the ribs across, come back to center. Bring those arms to horizontal. Pop those hands on the floor behind you, about 1/2 meter. Roll those shoulders back. If you want to bend your knees, you can. We're going to come back up into that reverse bridge. So breathing in on the out breath, clench the bum and lift up off the floor. So squeeze with your bum and hold it high. Lower down to flat. Clench your bum and lift. Hold yourself here. Bring that left knee in towards your head. Take it out straight. Bring that right knee in towards your head. Take it out to straight. Left knee in and out. Right knee in and out. One more. Left knee in and out. Hips up. Right knee in, out and lower down. Push off your fingers so you come up onto that front bottom again. Open that chest. Lengthen the top of the head to the ceiling, holding yourself here, drawing in that tummy. Take those arms out wide, touch the hands together at top. Push them up to the ceiling. Push those knees down to flat if you can. Lengthening, turning the body left. Pull both sides up evenly. Turn around to center. Turn that body round to the right. Come to center. Bring those arms in front of you. Pop them on the floor behind. One more time of this. So if you want to bend your knees, you can. We're going to bridge up again. This time we're going to come up on one leg. So roll the shoulders down and back. Bend that left knee up. Lift yourself up on the right leg. Lower yourself down. Lift, same leg. Lift up and down. One more on this leg. Clench and lift. And lower. Change legs. So really clench with your bum. Tighten your thighs so you're not pushing off the hamstring. Breathing in. Breathing out and lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift and lower and lengthen out. Pushing off those fingers. Push forwards onto that front bottom. Yep. Roll those shoulders back. Push those knees down to the floor. Take those arms out wide. Bring those hands together over your head. Push those fingers all the way up to the sky. Reaching, opening the chest. Turning to the left, back to center, turning to the right, back to center. Bring those arms to horizontal, breathing in, On the out breath, collapsing that pelvis and rolling down to flat. All the way down to flat. Take those arms over the top of your head, reaching your fingers away from your toes, right hand from right foot, left hand from left foot. Bring those arms back down by your side. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, slide them down. Breathing in on the out breath, neutral spine. Check all the ribs are on the ground. Flatten that lower back, arch that lower back. Flatten that lower back, find neutral. Make sure the shoulders are down. Breathing in on the out breath, right leg straight up in the air. Right leg down. Left leg straight up in the air. Left leg down. Point the right toes and lift them. Flex the right foot and lower. Point the left toes and lift that leg up. Flex that foot and lower it down. Right leg lifting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it there. Left foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those feet there. Hands on your knees. Reach up those legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms on the floor. Lift the legs up in the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your knees. Slide them up the legs. 5, 4. Make sure you go down to flat in between. 3, 2, 1. Arms on the floor, roll the shoulders up and slide them down. Lift the bum up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circles with your legs to the left. There's one circle. 2, 3. Now the other way. 1, 2, 3. Bend those knees. Pull the knees into the nose. Straighten those legs back to the sky and put the arms out to 45 degrees. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lower the legs to the left, pushing off that left shoulder. Bring those legs back up. Lower them to the right, pushing off that right shoulder. Lowering them over to the left. Bringing them up, lowering them over to the right. Each time trying to go a little bit further down. Bringing them back up, lower them over to the left. And back up and over to the right. And back up. Bend those knees, hug your knees into your nose. Hug the knees into the nose. And touch the toes on the floor, arm fingers on the floor. Stretch yourself out straight. Stretching yourself out straight. Dragging those feet back along the floor, fingers back along the floor, hugging those knees back in. Toes on the floor, fingers on the floor, lengthening out straight. Bringing those fingers all the way up to the sky, chin into the chest. Roll yourself all the way up, reaching towards those toes. Sliding the hands down those shins, reaching towards the toes. Pulling forward onto the front bottom. And then round that back and drop the head down. Push the right knee down, push the left knee down. Right knee down, left knee. Keeping on that front bottom, lift yourself back up to vertical. Hold behind the thighs and pull yourself there. Open that chest. Raising that breastbone up, nice straight back. Think of the side of your body as your ear above your shoulder, shoulder above your waist, waist above your hip. Take those hands to the floor, bring them out wide. Touch those hands behind, above your head. Push them up to the sky, keeping those upper arms next to your ears, really lengthening your body up tall. One last turn to the left, keeping that right hand up high so it's level. Keep those shoulders level. Back to the front. Turning around to the right. Keeping those shoulders horizontal. Back to the center. Arms out wide. Hands on your legs and roll your shoulders. Well done. And well done.